A divided Supreme Court has ruled to allow the latest version of President Trump's controversial travel ban to go into effect, even as legal challenges continue in lower courts.
That ban targets people from 6 mostly Muslim countries. Weijia Zhang has the latest from the Supreme Court.
Your reaction to the travel ban?
President Trump returned to the White House late Monday, ignoring shouted questions about the Supreme Court's ruling on his controversial travel ban. In an order issued earlier, 7 of the 9 Supreme Court justices ruled the president's ban can take full effect despite legal challenges. Announced in September, the latest version of the policy applies to people from Chad, Iran, Libya, Somalia, Syria, and Yemen, all countries with majority Muslim populations, and bars them from entering the U.S. Justices Ruth Bader Ginsburg and Sonia Sotomayor were the only dissenters. President Trump's major legal victory comes after months of challenges from the lower courts. Those courts argued the travelers from the targeted nations could not be banned if they have close family members in the country. Other courts had partially blocked previous versions of the ban from taking effect, saying they amounted to unconstitutional religious discrimination against Muslims. In a statement following Monday's ruling, Attorney General Jeff Sessions called it a substantial victory for the security of the American people, saying in part the Constitution gives the president the responsibility and power to protect this country, and this order remains vital to accomplishing those goals. At least 2 appeals courts plan to hold arguments this week on the ban's legality. Weijia Zhang, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
President Trump has issued 3 versions of the controversial policy since taking office in January.
Environmental groups are suing to block President Donald Trump's decision to scale back a national monument in Utah, just hours after the decision was announced. The lawsuit filed today by Earth Justice challenges the reduction of Grand Staircase Escalante National Monument, which contains a rich cache of dinosaur fossils and coal reserves. The national monument is one of 2 now set to be scaled back by the Trump administration. Bears Ears and the Grand Staircase National Monuments consist of more than 3 million acres. The Native American group Navajo Nation says they will fight to protect Bears Ears and are also planning to file a lawsuit.
The NDSU men's basketball team is back in Fargo looking to pick up a win in front of hometown fans. Highlights from the Shack later in sports.
And you might be planning to buy someone an expensive gadget this Christmas. But before you do, try cashing in on the ones you already have.